There we go. Okay, recording started.
Can I record on my end too, you think?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Where would I go?
I don't know if you, I mean, you can get the recording afterwards if you want to, right? No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you be able to send me the recording?
I can send you the recording if you want to. Yeah. You want me to do that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So first of all, you're not like, I mean, you are at work right now, but you have like 25, 30 minutes. You're not in a super much in a hurry right now.
Nope. I got about half an hour.
All right, perfect. Then let's make it effective, for both of us as good as possible. Yeah, so basically what I would love to share with you first before I share my story, right? This is something very important for me. The way I approach this conversation, Lit, is the way I view it, right, is I'm the least important person in this conversation. The goal for us is to make a deal, whatever deal we come up with, is to make it as good as possible, not just for us, but for everyone around us, right? So they can be in a comfortable situation, really, at the end of the day.
Okay.
Right.
All
I
right.
mean, that's how I see it. What do you think?
That's fine with me too. We come up with an agreement, a plan, and we agree on things.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Cool. Yeah, so with that being said, I would love to share my story with you. Basically, I mean, it all started, I was like obsessed with mathematics back in the days. I really loved solving problems, finding new ways of solving problems. And, I studied mathematics. Then I went into, I was very interested in fitness. I was training for a long time. Now I train for like 10 years. So I went into fitness coaching because people asked me, about tips and tricks, how to build muscle, lose fat, So I help people with that. And I got to learn, okay, how can I apply my problem solving, like my love for problem solving, my skills in that area for, different type of people, right? Basically. And yeah, so then I kind of became hungry to learn more about sales. I got into solar sales, right?
Okay.
And yeah, I really love this, this business aspect of sales, of, you can see how you're moving forward, the psychology of sales, all that. But I felt in me, you know what, I want to have some impact, with what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
I'm sure you know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
And I didn't feel like I have that, when I'm just working for someone. So I was like, okay, I want to build my own thing, but I don't want to do it alone. I want to, connect people together with a business partner. And I was happy to find my business partner last year. Amazing guy, super. Ben talked with him before. He was actually setting this appointment. And he has a background, 5 years in marketing. Most of all digital marketing, so customer acquisition, talking to people, running Facebook ads, all that. And we are complementing each other very, very well. And we found out, you know what, we want to work, first of all, in an industry that is growth oriented, right? It's growing. Roofing is something that is like growing every year. And also everyone needs a roof on top of their head, right? So it's a very, I mean, you have an impact there, big impact.
Yep.
And what I personally really like, what is very important for me, Lit, is the type of people I'm working with, right? I have a feeling, I talk with a lot of roofers now, and roofers, they're usually very down to earth, like very, cool to work with. It's not
some roofers.
I say usually.
Not all of them. Oh, you said me. Okay. All right, that's good.
Yeah. I haven't met any exceptions yet, but who knows? I mean, I'm sure there are. There are always exceptions, right?
Yes.
But
so do you guys specialize only on roofing?
Sorry?
Do you guys specialize only on roofing jobs?
Let's put it like this. It's our expertise, right? It's what is our number one priority. That being said, that's actually the discussion I would love to have with you later on, right? Kind of what is your priority on the list? We can adjust to it, right? It's the methods of attracting people are the same, right? It's just we have our main experience is in roofing, right? So that's
Okay.
what we are like very confident about. But again, we can adjust to it if it's necessary, and we think that both, you know, that it's something that is feasible, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's very short version of my story, you know. Yeah, I would love to hear your story. You know, how did you come to roofing? What does it mean for you? Yeah.
So the I've been working with a big company for about 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
From out of high school, and I'm still working there now. Where I'm at right now is my technically my main job um, as an engineer.
Okay.
Okay, do a lot of we make a lot of parts for Cummins and Cat, and I've been here with 30 years. So how roofing started is Ben. So Ben is the reason why what is the main priority is helping and have people like Ben be able to be the partner that he's gonna be good at. Along with it, he's been doing roofing for about 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
so he knows the ins and outs with the roofing industry. He's an expert. So I'm utilizing his skills with along with a couple of his close friends that worked with him way back, and now they. So I'm utilizing their skills to help the sales guys. Me, on the other hand, is I'm very hands-on.
Uh-huh.
So I deal with the labor crew, deal with the office people, and I build the jobs, they get the jobs.
Yeah.
So alongside with that, I am a part of sales as well too. I'm one of the big factors of sales. So I'm kind of like the all-around guy.
Yeah. I
You
was.
know,
Yeah.
I'll do the sales, I'll talk to the customers, I'll run through with the insurance company, I'll close up the whole job by myself. Okay. So at the end of the day, yeah, this is not about me. Okay. I want my guys to be successful. I've given my guys a lot of jobs just to get them excited,
Mm-hmm.
to get them to understand that this business industrial is very beneficial for it's going to change your life. It's changed a lot of people's lives, and I see that as well too. After being doing this thing full time for 2 years, when I say full time, meaning my full time job right now is technically my part time job. So Elite is actually the full time job because the return on investment is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
In terms
that's
of
how
for you
Elite.
personally, or
For me, I see personally in my own vision here that roofing, uh, return on investment as a person, as finance, as money,
yeah.
it's huge compared to a lot of jobs you would be working 9 to 5 anywhere, and I see that. So I want to set the stone, set the path for the younger guys to be able to grasp onto that and grow and do what they want with it. So it's not working. It's about how much money you want to make this year is a question that I'm going to ask a lot of guys.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go make money, we're going to help you. And that's why you guys are to come in place here, or any lead companies going to come in place and say, hey, what can your service offer us and how I can run that with the guys. Okay. I'm all game for everyone to make money because, at the end of the day, everyone's working for a living. Everyone's making money to take care of the family, take care of the kids, you, along with all your team, me, along with all my team. So I'll make a little bit, you make a little bit, I'm happy. So this is my goal, is to set the path for everyone to be able to have some jobs, you know, and have the opportunity to make money
Mm-hmm.
and don't have to worry about working for um, a big corporation. I mean, if they're unlimited, they could grow how they want to grow. So this is my background. That's where I come from.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that with me, man. I resonate a lot with it. You know, it sounds like you really have your heart to this company, right? Of your background with Ben as well.
Yeah, I usually
Not just work.
when I'm all in on something, when I have a mindset, when I invest in something, I usually go to the extreme to make sure, look at all aspects
Hmm.
of ways that we can make it successful. It does, it's not just roofing. I know I'm in a lot of other stuff as well too. But I can juggle things like that all the way around. But there's other business that I'm in that I want to see successful. That's for other set of industrial group partners that I partner with.
Hmm. Sounds good, man. Actually, something funny I noticed or interesting. You kind of reminded me a little bit of Andy Elliott by any chance?
No.
You should know. I will send you something about him, like because what you said is literally what he usually says. He's like a very well-known sales guy. Very
Sales
charismatic,
guy?
very
Okay.
outgoing. Yeah. He started in car detailing, and now he's like basically a sales trainer. And what he says
Yeah.
is what you say. Um, you know, you ask them how much do you want to make. You know,
Yep.
like you communicate to the young guys, you know what, you can make all the money you want if you put in the effort.
Yes.
That's a very very good
Yeah.
point.
You know what? You want to share that with me? That's fine. Because when I set the meetings with the guys, I always put in some stuff like that. You always find ways to motivate your team and your guys.
Man, they're gonna love it because he actually puts out videos every single morning of like
Oh,
motivation,
he does.
motivational speaks, like five
Okay.
minutes. It's the best way
Okay.
to start the morning. I do it myself.
You do. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's good to know. Yeah. If you don't mind sending me that link over there, I have no problem. I
absolutely,
would take a
absolutely.
look at that and just kind of listen in on that because at the end of the day, we gotta do what we can to survive and get our minds to think right. There's a lot of stress and a lot of disturbance and distractions. Whatever we need to
Especially
do to pull
nowadays.
that together. Yeah, this
All the social
nowadays is
media
very
stuff.
tough. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I'm gonna make sure to do that. I note it down. Yeah, so basically, very much in alignment with what you just said. I wanted to share something. Um, what I think is we have this background of marketing, of sales. We know how to reach people online, speak to them. What we can't do is like what you guys do. Like building something physical out of nothing, basically. That's what you guys are doing.
okay, right.
I cannot do that. My business partner cannot do that. What I think is, if we join these forces, these strengths together, we combine them, there's like great potential to have a lot of impact for many people, to change their lives and yeah, have an impact, together.
Okay.
And that's something
Well,
I'm really in general looking forward to, working with people where you have like opposite, like one part has their strengths, the other part has their own other strengths, and when you join them, a lot can happen from that.
yeah, yeah. That sounds good. That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. Okay, so in terms of, is that by the way, is that something you said that sounds like a good plan? Is that something you have been like, have you thinking about this kind of conversations from this perspective before?
Oh yeah, because you know, we already. I know you don't want to label yourself as a lead service company. I know you can, but at the end of the day, that's what it is, right? You guys are marketing specialists.
Hmm.
What you do is market and get people to sign up for us to come do our inspections and help them with the whole process, get everything done.
Hmm.
But yeah, I do have other services that I use. Um, you know, I think we're going through 2 lead services right now. I think you're going to be number 3 here. But that's why Ben asked me to jump in this meeting here and kind of see.
Mhm.
I mean, we have nothing to lose to have a conversation and talk and see where we're at. So if we
Absolutely.
all agree on things here, and then we could do something, we could do a trial run, see how that works. Because one thing I dislike is when I have leads, um, I don't want, excuse my terms, I don't want, like dead leads all the time to where I'm spending a lot of time to go over there and the customer doesn't even know I'm coming. I just don't want
Doesn't make
10
sense.
leads of, 20% of it is a legit lead, and the other 80% is like a you waste my time kind of lead.
I
So
can.
I gotta have it very good leads. That's what I'm looking for as well too, because we spend a lot of money on time. Time is much more available to me than paying for the gas to
It is.
drive to the job and all that stuff. So for me, it's time. I'm sure the other guys as well too. So that's why we're sitting here. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm listening to you. I'm talking to you. It's we got nothing to lose. I mean, if we can connect forces from what you do and what we do, if we can see eye to eye and believe in each other here and come to agreement,
Mhm.
and everyone's gonna be happy. You
Absolutely,
know?
man. That's yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I want to take that up front now that you mentioned it. As I said, we're gonna talk about like the details of how we actually get the leads um, in the next call.
Okay.
Um, but I want to say it's not like, first of all, it cannot happen that they don't know that you're coming, because we're talking to them. Me and my team, we call them up personally on the phone, and first of all, we check if they are, genuine about it. Are they actually serious, right? Or are they tire kickers? If they're tire kickers, there's no point in like sending you over. Doesn't make sense, right?
Okay. So you vet them out when you talk to them.
Yeah.
You vet them out. You talk to them. You get a feel for if they're tire kickers or they're serious.
Yep.
Okay. I don't want the tire kickers.
I have never heard anyone say, please, Jan, only give us tire kickers.
Yeah. So, but you see where I'm going at, because when I schedule the guys to go do things like this, my job is to train my guys to be able to be efficient when they go there, talk to the customer, know how to close the job, get up there, help them through the whole process.
Yeah.
This my job is to make sure they can do that. So
Yeah,
I'll work with that.
nobody's benefiting from people who say, I have to sleep over it a week. I have to talk up with my wife. I have to do this. I have to do that.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, it's like doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, just to get the I'm very curious. Like you said, you're already working with 2 people, right? Regarding leads. So what
Yeah.
is it you're doing right now?
Ben is handling the leads. He gets all the leads. We get an email, give us an address, and then we just go take the leads and hit the address.
No, like in
So
terms of getting the leads, you say you already have two guys or 2 companies, I guess.
yeah. So what they do is they actually send him a list of leads that they got for us, whatever address or whatever location we pick, and
Mm.
then we would just send the guys over there and go um, run the leads, show up to the house, do inspection. But like I said, majority of the times is like we didn't sign up for that.
But
So
are they vetting the leads beforehand as well, as you call it?
well, technically, yeah, that's supposed to be marketing a company to actually call and then set an appointment with the customer. But
Uh-huh.
you know, we had some good luck with it, and we have some bad luck with it.
Mm.
So I want something more consistent.
So
If you
right
do give me the
now,
lead,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Yeah. So in terms of consistent right now, how happy are you with the service that you're getting right now? Let's say 1 to 10.
In my opinion, here I can probably tell you maybe about
Oh, okay.
4 to 5.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, we had some really good jobs from him, but I mean this year is kind of fresh still, so I don't know if it just I don't know what happened. This year is kind of fresh, so the season hasn't been kicked in yet. So, but at least
Yeah, I see.
I could be ready for it.
Yeah, man, I would love to get that kick that off at least to like a 7, you know. That would be a good start, at least. If you can,
Yeah.
you know, tell me like after we if we don't say no to each other, you know, that you say after months, okay, guys, now it's a 7 out of 10. You know, there's potential. That's what
Yeah.
we would be my goal.
So well, yeah. So at the end of the day here, we already have a better understanding of each other, our background.
Mhm.
So obviously you always gonna know that at the end of the day, we're gonna have to sit down and talk about you're a math guy. So now you talk about numbers and uh and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So how do you guys run your marketing business? Explain that to me.
Yeah, so as I said, I would love to take that the next right now I would just, you know, kind of get an understanding of if that's fine with you, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Get
yeah,
an understanding.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
So I would love to get an understanding of, you know, where you're right now. I mean, you already shared a bit about that. And where do you see yourself going this year, let's say, you know, in terms of numbers, you know, how many roof replacement jobs? I mean, first of all, are we actually, you already said it yourself, you know, roofing is not the only thing you guys do. How high is that on the priority list for you guys?
Well, roofing is the bread and butter of a roofing company, roofing, siding, gutters, right? So
Mhm.
roofing is through insurance is actually the top on my priority. And from then on, obviously we have siding and the gutters. When you do roofing with storm, you know it comes with roofing, siding, gutters. And the winter time when there's no work, I'll take on work like carpenter work,
Mhm.
remodeling for my labor guys to stay busy.
Yeah,
Right?
makes sense.
What the sales guys, hibernate, they go on vacation, stuff like that. The labor guys need to keep working. So I'll take on jobs, the handyman jobs, deck repair, the um, anything that that we can handle and
Mhm.
allow them to keep working throughout the winter. So, but main, like you say, number one priority is to be roofing, then siding, then gutters.
Okay. Yeah, that makes absolute sense. Cool.
Yeah.
So roof replacement jobs, if we just focus on that, that would be fine for you guys, right?
That would be fine. Roof replacement, and so I'm gonna give you a number one, number two. Roof number one, siding number two.
Hmm.
Okay, and then gutters number three.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about all the other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's say we talk about roof replacement jobs, right?
Yep.
Only that for now. Um, how many roof replacement jobs are you getting in right now on a monthly? I know you said, you know, year just started, kind of tough. Uh, but if you don't have the numbers right now, you know, how was it last year? So we have something to go from.
Well, last year our total sales was about $3 million last year. That's
Hmm.
actually the first full year of running. 2021, 2022, we started halfway 2022. We were still doing something before grew before we were still doing something on the side.
Hmm.
So I technically started in 2022, but 2023 is our first full year, and we grossed about $3 million in sales.
That's good for the first
That's
year. Absolutely.
and that's with two guys, such as me and Ben. That's the
Hmm.
sales guy. So this year here, I'm training some new guys. So I'm banking when the storm hits here, I'm banking on each guy here, probably close to maybe a half a mil guy to $1 million guy in sales.
For
So I
each.
have 5, 6 guys. Yeah,
Okay.
that's not including me and Ben. So um, the 5 sales guys I have is that's what I'm projecting. I'm shooting for them to get to about half a mil to $1 million sales each person.
Okay. That's good.
Well, that's the projected goal.
Yeah.
But I think they could get that easily, though. You know what? They could get that easy. Half mil is easily for them for 5 guys to get.
Uh-huh.
Like I asked, how much money you want to work. If you're out there working, if I gotta spend money on leads, you're gonna get it. If the other guys are not working, I'm not gonna give it to you.
What
Right?
if
I'll go
someone
run it.
tells you Sorry.
Go ahead. Someone tells me what?
What if someone tells you, Lit, I want to have 10 million?
Keep knocking on doors. Keep running
Yeah.
the leads. Keep chasing the storms. Because you know
Uh-huh.
what? Every 10 house you knock, you get one. That's a plus.
That's
One
good.
job could be anywhere from 4 or 5,000 to 20,000. So just do the math. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? How many
So,
houses you need to get?
so you guys have like a positive from 10 out of 100 knocks, let's say. If you knock on 100 doors, you get like 10 positive responses.
Well, this year is we had a fluke beginning storms. Okay, we've been hitting every storms that came out. Bolingbrook, Wisconsin, did does two things for me. Okay, if we get jobs, good. If we don't get job, it's training.
Mhm.
So my sales manager has been working real hard with all these new guys to go out there, knock with them, teach them how to knock, talk to customer, be able to see it hands on. Some people learn from that. Some people learn from notebooks. Some people will learn from trial and error. Some people learn differently. So I want to expose them to all different options. Okay. I train people differently than my sales guys. Ben trains the guys differently than me.
Mhm.
So between us three, they can pick what works for them and they can work with that. And they have any questions, they can ask any one of us.
Yeah, that's
So
great.
that's a positive side is that they're out there, they're knocking, they're working, they're trying, and they gain knowledge and experience. That's the key. Now,
That's
when
number
we
one.
get big storms and you have leads coming in, they'll know how to go and close the jobs and run everything. Then I don't need to babysit them.
Mhm.
So
Okay, so
yeah,
you said 3 million is kind of what you did last year, but including everything, right? Not just roofing, like roofing, siding, gutter, right?
yeah, but probably the gutters is not a big deal. The gutters is like
Uh-huh.
a cosmetic work. It's like the last work.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do gutters for nothing, just to make sure the customer get taken care of. But that's
Mhm.
something we could throw in there. If they cover half the gutters, I'm gonna do all of it. So I'll do stuff like that. So it doesn't cost that much to do the gutters. So majority of the job last year was probably 85 to 90% was roofing.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Siding was probably gutters. We did a lot more gutters last year because it kind of ties together with the roofing. But the siding was the last thing.
mm-hmm.
So the siding was probably like maybe 5%.
I got you. Okay. All right. So I have kind of like two questions left for my understanding. Um, Number one would be, so what kind of impact would you guys be, hoping for? What would mean something for you in terms of on a monthly basis? Like how many roof replacement jobs? I mean, I can put out a number like 2, 3, 4, 5. What kind of number are we talking for you to think like, okay, this is an impact that is good for us?
This is what I challenge my guys. Okay. Obviously the sales guys is want to get as much jobs as they can, but how I'm thinking is I want to build 3 roof a week.
Yep.
So that is the minimum goal I'm pushing for.
Uh-huh.
And I stress to the sales guys because I want to keep my labor guys busy because at the end of the day, there are the people who's going to help me um, grow because I have people who I can count on to finish a job, do a good job, and like their own. That's the people that's going to make sales. A lot of percentage goes towards sales as well too. You got to get the sales, but you also got to have people who's got to be able to build that for you, making you look good.
Mm-hmm.
So it works hand in hand together. So 3 jobs per week minimum is my expectation this year.
And where are we at right now? How many?
I have 10 jobs lined up that I need to build from
Uh-huh.
last year. And I have more coming in from the last couple of storm that we're knocking. So I probably getting close to the a little under 20 right now when everything is signed.
Mm-hmm. So let's say, you know, we start off giving you 3 roof replacement jobs. Is that something, you know, you would be looking forward to as a start?
Every week,
A month, let's say.
three roof jobs a month. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's any job is going to add up. So, um, I
I
mean, if you
mean,
give me
is it
10
something that would be, you know, like be motivating for you guys enough to say, you know, this is a partnership we can look forward to, not just like a month or 2 months where we
if you
can
can
work on it
fulfill
together.
your part of it to where if you give me, let's say you give me 20 leads a month, and you say out of that 20, I get 15. I'm be more than happy to have that.
Hmm.
And I have no problems building 15 roof from just for your company, along with all the jobs that we get everywhere else. So let's just say let's say I get 15 a month as well from door knocking, from refers and what we do. Okay, and then I get 15 more on top of that. So I'm running about 30 roof jobs a month.
That would be
I
good.
can finish that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could be. That'd be 5 days a week,
Uh-huh.
4 days a week, times that by 4 weeks. Well, maybe a little more, maybe 5. So I'm down with that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, what we can calculate with is if you're talking leads. I usually like to talk about jobs closed because at the end of the day, that's what matters, right? But in terms of leads, we can get usually around 1 or 2 a day, right? So that means in 30 days, give or take 50, right? Give or take 50 leads. Of course, not every one of those is gonna be 100% super warm qualified, right? When we call them up.
Yeah.
Um, so, but it sounds like, you know, you have a lot of your acts are in sales, right? Like you have a great background in sales, it, from what it sounds like. So, I mean, how much would you be comfortable in terms, like, you know, would you say? Like, if I give you 10 estimates, 10 guys, you get an estimate. How many of those do you think you could comfortably close?
If you give me 10 estimate or 10 leads,
10 estimate, 10 guys that are saying yes to an estimate. Then
okay,
how much?
so they accept the job, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so are you trying to ask me if how uh, how will I feel, or if I can build that?
No, like I'm calling the leads, right? We are calling the leads. And
Yeah.
10 of them, let's say we send them over, they want an estimate, right? To begin with.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they are already wanting to buy from you, but they want an estimate at the end of it, at least. So out of those, how much are you comfortable, you know, from yourself that you can close? You
Out of
or
10,
your
and
sales
they
guys.
want an estimate, nothing insurance, just an estimate,
Hmm.
and they need to get the roof done. For me, I can probably close all of it because I'm not about making a lot of money up front. I'm not thinking about making a lot of money in one job. I
Hmm.
give a little more discounts than a lot of people do. Okay, so I'm okay with making 2,000 profit versus making $4,000 profit. It's not. I'm not thinking about how much money I'm gonna make. I'm thinking about how can I keep my guys busy. If
Yeah.
I overbid, then what's gonna happen is people are gonna say no, right?
Yeah.
So I don't overbid. I do the background of what other people charge, what the insurance pay for, and I keep it just a little bit lower. But I'm still gonna have a set numbers I gotta work per square to make it worth my time. If people wanna lowball me to say, you know what, I'll be booking for free, then it's not worth my time doing that. I'm not just gonna take a job for free and pay everyone else, and I'm out money. It doesn't make any sense to accept jobs like that. You're
Yeah.
gonna have people like that, but if people are reasonable, if I give you a good discount, then they're more likely gonna pick me. So,
Hmm.
and once they sign up on that, I have no problem closing the jobs, making a job is built properly, make sure there's no issues, make sure they're happy. I can close that no problem all day long with my eyes closed. That's just for
Okay.
myself. I got
Yeah.
to get my guys to think how I think. So we strive on customer service, and I preach that every time we talk. And I say, if you agree on something that you're gonna do for the customer, I don't care what it is, you lose money, you do it because you said it. You do it. That's what I strive on.
Okay.
I want return customer. I don't want to do a job and don't see them for the next, don't see them ever. I want to be able to keep contact with them because you know what, this person here is going to know that person. They're going to have families, going to have friends. They're going to have poor friends, rich friends. Who knows? So if you keep it straight with the people, it's going to pay out. It's going to pay in the
Absolutely.
long run.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about, you know, the customer lifetime value, the customer
Yeah.
service that you give. I talked with a roofer actually last week. Very interesting guy. He used to get new customers from like getting invited to barbecues from existing customers, you know, and then they introduce him to other customers. Very
Yeah,
fun.
it's all networking. I mean, we all do that.
Yeah,
We network. Um, I golf. That's all networking. We have fun golfing. I enjoy golfing. But at the end of the day,
okay. Yeah.
I'm thinking, who am I going to meet next? You know, the next guy smoking a cigar, he might need something. That's what I'm thinking. That's what my mind's
That's the
thinking. When I
fun
go,
part, right? Networking is
yeah,
the fun part. I'm completely on board with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of fundraiser. I do a lot of outings. I do a lot of meet and greet. And the younger kids don't understand that why I do that for. It's not just about going to the bar and have a drink. Why I do that for is to build a network of
Exactly.
people. And I mean, that doesn't hurt to have leads coming in everywhere. Doesn't hurt at
Yeah.
all.
And you can learn them
Especially when it's free. Especially when it's free.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, man, when I go to the club, to the bar, I also talk to the guys, you know, not just the girls. I'm single, right? But I still talk to the guys.
Yeah.
But I like girls, right? But I do it just what you said. I get to know all kinds of guys, like doing all kinds of business. You know, I collect, you know, I get them together and I make things happen. You know, that's what I love. Like
Right.
basically get helping people find each other and, you know, make collaborating in some way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah. All right, cool. So I think I have a good overview for now. What I would love to do now is I mean you gotta get to work, you know. I have a meeting as well again in half an hour. Um, how about this? Let's jump on a second call, maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, when we have time. Um, my business partner is gonna come with me as well, right? So
Okay.
we're gonna get him know him as well. It would be very good if Ben could be there as well. We can keep it to half an hour, and then we basically go through everything, you know, the method, how we do this, and what you guys can expect, right? And then we can talk about possible next steps. How does that sound?
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right. Perfect. Uh, so how does your calendar look like tomorrow, day after tomorrow, something like that?
Let's do tomorrow. Same time, 11 o'clock.
Let me check. Yeah, 11 o'clock is fine. I have an
Okay.
appointment at 12 p.m., but yeah, as I said, shouldn't take more than half an hour.
We'll keep it half an hour.
Yeah. So do you think Ben can be there as well?
Go ahead and send me an invite and add Ben to the invite as well too. And I'm gonna see him a little later tonight, and
Uh-huh.
I'll bring him up to speed with what we talked about, what the plan is, and then the next meeting here is when we're gonna be talking about um pretty much at the end of the day it's gonna be how can we agree on being in partnership,
Mhm.
right? What are you are expecting, and what are we expecting, right?
Exactly.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I mean, we need to, you know, agree on some percentage, commission percentage that we are both okay with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then, you know what? Just so you know, you can tell your business partner, I'm a big guy of trial,
Uh-huh.
so I don't just take people's words for it easily. I'm a data guy as well too. You're a math guy. I'm numbers as well too. I need to see uh data. So there's will be some trial runs to see if it's actually worth our time being partners, so to
Yeah,
speak, right?
definitely. I mean, we can
Yeah.
do that. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna send you and Ben an email. For now, let's say tomorrow, 11, right?
Okay.
11 a.m. I'm gonna send you as well the stuff about Andy Elliott that I talked about.
Yep.
And
That's good.
yeah, I think that's it. That covers pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, enjoy talking with you as well. You seem like a great guy, someone we would enjoy working with on a personal level. So, let's see if we can make it.
Yep. I agree. All
All
right,
right.
buddy.
Enjoy your
Thanks a lot.
day and yeah, cheers to Ben as well.
Okay. Thank you, buddy.
All
Have a
right.
good one.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right. Hey, Dale, don't forget to send me the recording, okay?
Yeah, good that you say it.
Okay.
All right,
All
cheers,
right,
man.
buddy. Thanks. Bye.